ultra resilient. Lighter than a 2-ton rat. Ow!
All right, you guys. Frankie Hill here. I'm going to go ahead and do a review of my first video that I was in on PAL, public domain. This should be a fun one. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so first of all, being with Brandon Chapman and Jake Bradley really took the pressure off. I was extremely, comfortable going out with those guys, knowing that they were going to be the front runners, and I could just be part of the group and just basically just have some fun. My first video on PAL, and I couldn't be happier. And so here we go. This is me out at UCSB. I'm doing a little bit of flat ground as we start the day. And that little wraparound trick, it's become pretty famous with a lot of people. And everyone always wonders where they got it, and they seen me do it, first. I just want to let everybody know that I actually got that trick from Kelly Jackson, and that's basically it. I saw him do it, and I went ahead and tried to make an attempt at it as well. This little trick right here, Crail, kick the tree varial. This was a trick that I'd never seen anybody do before, and I felt that I kind of made that up. It was my own little trick that I had done. This is me and Brandon doing back-to-back ollies off this 4-stair over a garbage can. And really interesting, during the same day, I was able to do a kick frigid finger flip down these 4 stairs. I'm not sure if we got it on video or not and made it into the bail section, but I'd be real interested to see if there was actual footage of the kick frigid finger flip down these stairs. This is at Adam's school, and me and Brandon Chapman are doing back-to-back wall rides. I tried to land crunched over and keep my head low because I knew Brandon was ahead of me, and I didn't want to take away from getting him on video. So I tried to remain as small as possible during these wall rides. The session was fun. We were here for about 30 minutes. This is a Crail wall ride, basically, and just a really cool little trick I used to really enjoy to do at Adam's school. Of course, Brandon Chapman, 5-0, 180 in on that bar, back in roughly 1988. Was absolutely amazing. And I just fell in the background. I don't know what I was doing, but truly amazing. That was my little frigid kick off the street transition in Isla Vista as we were going down the street. And it was a pretty fun little session with those guys. We skated Isla Vista in the middle of town daily. I went out here every day after school and skated all day long with these guys. This was pretty cool. This was a boneless to board slide down. I think it was like a really small 8 or 9 step. And back in 1988, I was feeling pretty good about getting this on video. This was downtown Santa Barbara. I believe it was at a possibly either a church or a private school, and really cool little session. Took me 2 or 3 tries to make it. So that was obviously my 3 tricks that I did down the 3 sets of stairs. This was at Dos Pueblos High, and I believe I was maybe like a sophomore in high school at the time. And this was at my school, and that's us skating down the stairs in the front of Dos Pueblos High. That was a frontside 180 in front of Dos Pueblos High, and I was pretty stoked to get that as well. Now, this was pretty interesting. Brandon Chapman had just done a board slide on the bar off of the 3 stairs at Music Hall, and very few people were doing something like that at that time. I mean, it was completely groundbreaking. And right after he did that, which was right around the corner from this 11 stair, we were leaving, and I believe Stacy Peralta was filming, and I was with Brandon and Jake, and I looked over at Brandon and I said, you know, maybe I should try to ollie down these 11 stairs. It'd be great for the video. I had never tried it before, and I mean, to do this back in 1988, I mean, I was pretty blown away. This was a sword and skull board with no nose. And I tried it the first time, and both of my feet came off as I landed and squirreled out. Obviously, that was, you know, take number 1. And then on the second one, what I did was I ollied out and I tried to keep my feet sucked up as long as humanly possible before I started letting my feet down for the landing, because my board would just fall away from my feet. So I was able to keep my feet tucked up under me long enough where I was able to get down far enough past these 11 where when I started to push my board into the ground, I was getting really close to the ground at that time. So that's the way I was able to pull this thing off. And this was right on the other side of the 11. It's the bike path, and then on the other side of the bike path is this little double set here. And I was stoked to get my my little kickflip to grind down this. And again, in 1988, to be able to get a kickflip grind down this, I felt pretty good about it. This was a board slide fakie in the front of physics. This was out at the bottom of City College, where everybody locked up their bikes. It was on the weekend, so we actually skated in that lower parking lot. That's where this is located, right next to the beach. And that bar right there is where everybody locked their bikes up. And so we used to board slide those little bars. They were a lot of fun. This is the bottom of City College. You can see all these bars that people used to lock their bikes up to, and I just got a kickflip off the street transition there. Now, this was a roof-to-roof gap, and we had really never seen anybody else skate roof-to-roofs out at UCSB, that's for sure. And we never had skated this thing before, or probably even after. We just thought it'd be great for the video, so we climbed up on this roof and did some tricks from roof to roof. I believe the possibly the Nodus from semi to semi ollie had happened before this or something along those lines. I'm sure we had seen it somewhere before. But in any case, we all ollied the gap, and then I went ahead and kickflipped it. And of course, I felt really good about being able to kickflip that gap that day. So that's it. That's my review of my first video that I was ever in on Powell Peralta public domain. And about a month or two after we did this, we all showed up at the Arlington Theater in downtown Santa Barbara, and pretty much everybody in the industry was there. And showing up with Brandon and Jake and watching the premiere of this video with basically everyone in the skating industry was a feeling that's completely undescribable. I was walking on air, and you know, thank you, Powell Peralta, for giving me a shot. And yeah, I mean, it was one of my favorite moments to be able to be in a Powell Peralta video, and I'll never forget it. So in any case, this is Frankie Hill, my review of public domain. Take care, you guys.